Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's time again for Papa's comic books and coffee. Okay, let's pull back the curtain and see who's here today. Will you look at that Marvel Comics group, Warlock, number 12, 25 cents from back in 1976. And right there is the date stamp on the book. This is titled The Power of the Weird Warlock. This is by Jim Starlin and Steve Leilola. Once again, this book and others are available on my eBay page, papas-comic-books. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button if you could. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Tell me what you liked about it. Leave a comment, okay? All right, let's get back into it right now. Warlock. Now, a little man, you die. Yeah, but what a way to go. A trollish tale of triumph and tragedy. It has been a time of strife and pain, but now a new day dawns. A period of peace has set its light blue cloak upon our heroes' shoulders. Unfortunately, some wear this life better than others. The scene, Mama Alpha's cabaret upon a world called Sirius X, once known as a home world. The characters Mama Alpha, Pip, the Troll, and Golden being named Adam Warlock. Hey, Adam. What's wrong? Why are you looking so down? We've beaten your other self and worst enemy in the Magnus. His universal church of truth will never be, and we're both alive. Everything just Jake. The only thing worth worrying about is how we're going to pay for all the other assorted vices we've indulged in these last 4 days. If only it were truly the simple Pip. True, we've aborted the Magus' existence and negated any effect he might have had upon the universe, yet I recall all that has transpired have been changed by it. During the past days that have no longer ever occurred, I have seen death and sorrow, gone slightly mad, stolen and still carry within me the souls of a score of warriors and murdered my future self. These are events I have experienced, yet have never happened. Such a concept is truly maddening. Am I a madman, killer, a soul thief, or I am yet the simple fool I was mere day ago? Can no longer remain in this place. I must find the answers to these questions that gnaw at my sanity, and I'll not find them here. Yes, out among the stars is where I shall find the tranquility needed to solve the myriad riddles of life. For not being the issue of a woman, I cannot find the serenity to such thoughts among the madness of men. For I am one apart. I am the Warlock. Questions those answers must be denied, us until all the future time, for as the issues the title implies, this is a tale not of warlocks, but rather of trolls. More specifically, about a rather irate troll back at Mama Alpha's. Did you see that? That creep just up and deserted me after all the times I've saved his life, and me hoping to settle the tab for all the debauchery I've been up to with him, with the one of Adam's gold wristbands. Pip, honey, calm down. Oops, I forgot Mama was here, which wasn't as easy thing to do, seeing as how I sitting on top of her. Time to think and talk fast. My friend needs me. I must go. Nonsense, your pal will be okay. Besides, you don't really want to leave, do you? Especially after last night. Well, I've never meaning to speak about that. You see, I was kind of under the influence last night, and all those things I said. What? Mama, if you just let me explain my eye, you were planning to take cruel advantage of my gentle nature, and I thought you were different. I am different. I'm a troll. Eh? Yeah, a troll who's about to lose an ear if he didn't act quickly. Hate to waste good liquor this way. What? Hey, lady, that was a 3-credit drink. Your pet ape just kicked in my face. He should be on a leash. Pet ape, are you going to let him talk of your beloved in such a manner? But out, Rube. We're having a private little lover's scrap here, and want no interference. But you're going to get plenty of interference until I find out what you're going to do about my drink. Well, if you insist, I guess I'll just have to... This! Pow! Look what that tub of Quidro lard did to our pal. No one treats us devils like that. Want to bet your teeth on one eye? I knew I could count on Mama's keen intellect and even temper to save me from her savage wrath. Looks like the entire bar has decided to join the fun and figures tonight's floor show stinks. Well, this little incident has taught me an important lesson. Never get emotionally involved with your bartender. I remember when there used to be a class place. To get plowed, I guess that's what happens when you just let any kind of riffraff in. But at this very moment, a small anti-gravity craft, which is destined to affect the life of our unscrupulous hero, comes to a halt outside the cabaret. Driver, stop. Perhaps here I'll find what I'm looking for. For nearly an hour, the barroom brawl continues, its intensity rising and falling in sporadic intervals until the din finally dies. Completely, the death-like silence that follows is unnerving, giving the impression that all within have fallen victim to the tavern's mad little mini-war. But at last the cabaret doors burst open and a lone figure, obviously the victor, strides confidently out of the dark streets. Guess I showed them. Good evening, warrior. I congratulate you on your apparent victory and would speak with you for a moment if possible. That might be arranged, providing I approve of what I see once I peel back these drapes and get a look at your mug, face to face. For Pip the Killer Troll only talks to people he can look straight in the eye. That's the way I like it. And that's the way I heed a delight like it also. Please enter. Holy heart failure. This is a pleasure cruiser, one of those fantasy mobiles that all degenerates dream of, but only the rich ones ever get a crack at. Are you going to stay out there all night, or would you like to come in here, come with me for a little ride? I'll come. Pip, oh boy, whatever you do, don't wake up. Nice place you got here. Bet your rent's outrageous, extremely. In fact, that's why I wish to speak with you. I have a proposition for you. Proposition? I'm looking for a man among men, a doer of deeds, a true champion. Are you such a man? You can bet your sash I am. But a man of your stature, surely. Oh, size has got nothing to do with it. You'll see I'm a troll, and all trolls born are as powerful as yourself. Lady trolls aren't born, they're made. I myself used to be a human of Prince Goffrin of Laxadesi, 216th in line for the throne of my world. Being of superior product of selective inbreeding, I decided to occupy my life in the noble calling of painting stairscapes. But I was soon to discover what an empty existence I led. On one of my painting odysseys, I stumbled upon an encampment of outskirts of the realm. The camp's occupants proved to be trolls, and the answer to the lifelong search for intellect on the same level and wavelength as mine, in other words, friends. They invited me to gorge with them that night. I never had been treated as such a gourmet delight as the likes of their dark stew. Never had I drunk so much gusto. Never had I danced with such abandon. Never had I passed out so disgracefully. Nor had I ever awakened to find myself both hungover and mysteriously transformed into a troll to boot. I've since learned that if you run with the trolls long enough, you're destined to become one yourself. A week later, I was kicked out of the Laxadasian court for decadence, and here I now stand. What an amazing story. You sound just like the type of man I want for this little job I need done. Little job? Oh, it's nothing very difficult, just a matter of cutting a wire that holds me prisoner to the pleasure cruiser. In that ominous note, I, the editor of Marvel Comics, believe it's the time to main character and namesake of the book, but another token appearance, Marv. Okay, Jim. My soul longed for the solitude and the full emptiness that can only be found here among the stars. Here I shall unravel the twisted thing my life has become. Yet, where to begin? First, I believe it is time I admitted my own alien yet definitive humanity, for the Magnus has shown that I cast shadows even as I reflect light. Like all men, I have problems, powerful problems, yet still troubles I should be able to resolve as a man, or I can, for unlike most men, know I've only short months left to live. I am no god, I will power, yet I am still only a man. Can I hope in such a short period to gain complete control of this vampire soul gem I am forced to wear? Or must I carry the souls of hundreds of doomed wretches to the grave with me? Yet, how can I hope to master the gem when I cannot even come to the terms with my own mad thoughts? For within my own fevered mind rest the knowledge and memories of those whose souls I have stolen, and my other self that have never existed, the Magnus. Who knows what effect that shall have upon my troubled brain, for the multiple realities I know, perceive, may completely disable me. If that happens, I am lost. For if I come to the point where I can no longer trust my own senses, what hope do I... What? No! Do I begin to lose control already? No, is this really happening? The stars are disappearing. Vanishing stars, sorry, that's another story entirely, one you'll have to wait until next issue to learn about. Meanwhile, let's return to this issue's true star, who is about to fall into the interesting enough situation to fill out the month's comic. That's right, I'm a slave to the pleasure cruiser, or rather to its own proboscis. Oh yeah? Do you think I choose to lead this sort of life? I was sold into the slavery and forced into this work. Oh yeah? I realize a plea to rescue me from bondage for the sake of justice alone is ludicrous, because human bondage is still quite legal in the space sector. So instead I offer to reward you for freeing me in a manner that will benefit both of mutual and derive for you. Unbelievable pleasure. Oh yeah? Pleasure, huh? Well, I think you've got yourself a deal. Now just drop me off at the nearest electronics shop. That's where I'll find a set of wire cutters to clip you free with, which may prove more easily said than done, seeing as how this year's loincloths didn't come equipped with pockets or cash to carry in them. I guess a bit of subtle thievery is now called for. Subtle is right. I don't want any head-on collision with that size 18 bone crusher. Wouldn't you know it? He's got the wire snips jammed in his back pocket. This requires desperate measures. Aha, got it. First, I'll just rip the cord loose from this lamp. Then carefully connect the broken end to an old chrome dome stool. Plug him in and watch the pyrotechnics. Not bad. Thanks, Baldy. It was real pleasure doing business with you. A short time later, at a deserted spot outside the main city. Oh, please hurry. Well, hold still, blast you. There you go. Free at last. Hey. What's that buzzing? Oh, I didn't mention the alarm. Oh, no. No, you didn't. Who does? Is it Signal Y Proboscis? Of course, and that's probably him now. Yes, he knows how to teleport. Great, just great. Well, let's take a look at this Proboscis. Damn, just as I figured, he's more than 3 feet tall. This is going to be rough. Who dares tamper with the prosperity of Proboscis, the procurer? Well, my name's Pip, but I think if we just talk this out, there will be no talk. You have tried to rob me, little one. The penalty for such indiscretion is death. Yet I suspect you were tricked into this affair by Heater, so I shall slay you quickly. And oh, don't rush on my account. Take as long as you want to kill me, 10, 20, even 100 years, if you like. When you decide you'll be able to contact me at Mama Alpha's. I think you'd get a kick out of meeting Mom. If not a kick, I hope you at least get a punch or maybe a good bite. Fool, do you think you can escape me while I possess these powerful rings of vice? Within them resides the force to decimate planets and French fry trolls into, I'll bet. Luckily, we trolls have proven to be an agile, not exceptionally bright lot. Meanwhile, the cause of this battle is showing a definitive lack of interest in its results. Could it be she hopes to spot a certain mysterious figure that stands in shadow a few hundred feet away? I do not like this. It's not my way to allow others to fight my battles for me. But I've little choice this time, so I must content myself for now with just watching and waiting for the proper moment to exercise my presence. Who, you ask? An excellent question, dear reader, with a superb answer that will shortly be revealed to you. First, we'll check out how Pip is doing. Where are you, little monkey? Little monkey's getting ready to clobber you, my high-stepping heel. Crack. Holy goosh, I gave him his kneecap the worst that he didn't even notice it. Pip, old boy, it's time to exercise that well-known better part of valor, namely fleeing in blind panic. There you are. Come back here and fight like a man, you cowardly troll. No way, proboscics. This kid's plans on growing up to be a cowardly old troll, and I'll never be able to accomplish that goal if I go around doing stupid things like fighting like a man. Nor is letting this big lummox run me into the ground going to improve my chances for record-breaking longevity. This has got to be the end in some manner other than the obvious and terminal solution old proboscics has in mind. Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't salvation, an old but still reliable cliche. Now, if I can just scale this cliff wall before that greaseball rounds the last corner and stops just where I'd like him to. Bingo! Everything lines up perfectly. So the mighty troll braced his sturdy frame between the cliff face and the column of precariously balanced boulders that he hoped to topple onto his foe. With a Herculean effort, he pitted his massive sinews against the unyielding stone, straining until, much to his surprise, it turned out to be the cliff and not the column that collapsed. Jumping Jacobus. The whole cliff wall is crashing on down, and I have a sick feeling I know what's about to follow. Sure enough, there goes my last visible means of support. Ooh, Spider-Man has cupcakes. Bye, world. It's been fun. Leaping leprosy. I don't believe I'm still alive. I'm so glad. I owe you so much, words cannot express my feelings. That reward you spoke of earlier will be enough thanks. Just let me rest a moment. But you can rest within your reward. Here it comes now. I wish to give you my pleasure cruiser, for I'm now officially out of the vice business. What's wrong? You look upset. That isn't exactly the reward I had in mind when I started this job. Really? Just what did you have in mind? Oh, nothing really. A true humanitarian. Fantastic. Eros, oh baby, I am glad to see you. I was so worried that something had happened to you. This is disgusting. My friend, I thank you for freeing Heater for me, even though I feel I was quite capable of doing the same. Oh, but I didn't want to chance having the beautiful face of his bruised. Yes, really disgusting. But alas, we must quickly depart, Pip, for the stars and romance beckon. Again, thank you and farewell. Yes, bye, Pip. Yeah, bye. Soon as I figure the most painful way to do it, I'm going to locate and kill them too. But in the meantime, more urgent matters are digging their way free. So I think I'd best accept Heater's generosity and disappear into the void in safety. Say, I wonder what's inside this hookah. Next is Star Thief. Well, that was Marvel Comics Group Warlock, number 12 from 1976. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you liked about it. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what was wrong, okay? Don't forget, this is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Book. And until next time, as I always say, that was easy. So Papa is out.